start with getting your name, please?
My name is Felicia Grissett.
How do you spell Felicia?
F-E-L-I. S is in Sam. S is in Sam. A is in Apple. Last name is Grissett. G is in George. R as in Robert. I as in Igloo. S as in Sam. S as in Sam. E as in Echo. T as in Tom. T as in Tom. And this don't have to be anonymous. It can be known.
Okay, and what is a good phone number for you?
Okay. The number. Why would you need a number for me? I'll give it to you.
In case I need you. Yes, ma'am. In case we get disconnected, I need to reach you back, or if the county needs to call you with additional questions.
That's fine. And they can only call me about the case. That's the only reason why they can have my number. But hold on for a minute. 8779.
Okay, and what is your relationship to the children?
I am the primary or the custodial parent of Madison Grissett. However, a county has given my mother, Lisa Lewis, fraudulent documents as if she has custody of my child. We're going to let that be handled by the FBI. But I am the child's mother. And the child is supposed to be with me.
Okay, what is your address?
My address is, I'm not giving you my address. As a matter of fact, yes, I will give you my address. Hold on. Calabasas, California, 91302.
Okay, give me 1 moment. And this is your first time making this particular report with us, correct?
This particular report, yes. I've already called the school in reference to the child.
Okay. And how old is your child?
She is 15 years old.
Okay. So I do have 3 required questions that I have to ask in regards to the family. Is either parent or guardian of the child active military?
No, we're not. I'm not active military anymore.
Okay. Does the family have a Native American Indian heritage?
I think we all do. But I really don't know how to answer that or whatever, because we all do. But I identify as Black.
Okay. And to your knowledge, has anybody in the home of the child either recently or currently been ill or running a fever?
The child is sick or whatever. That is why I'm calling. She was made to go to school or whatever. And I'm answering your question, then I'll go into more detail. But the child is sick and she was made to go to school.
Okay. So the child is living with grandmother, correct?
She is living with the grandmother illegally. The grandmother is going to prison. She don't think so, but she is, and everybody involved is going to prison as well.
Okay. Can you provide your date of birth, please?
8/16/1981.
Okay.
They want a reaction. This is the reaction they're going to get. DFAGs.
Just 1 moment. Okay, what is grandmother's name?
Lisa Lewis.
L-E-W?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know Lisa's date of birth or an approximate age for her?
June the 11th, 63.
Okay. And what is Lisa's address?
19 Walnut Road. That's in Hawkinsville, Georgia. 31036.
And what is Lisa's phone number?
I actually. Can you move on to the next question? I'm about to ask for her number.
Do any other adults live in the home with Lisa?
No.
Okay. And who is the child's biological father?
Robert Tarboro.
How do you spell his last name?
Tarboro.
Okay. Do we have any other information for him? Date of birth, address, phone number?
I do, but I'd rather not get him in. I'll give it to him. Oh, I mean, what's the purpose of that? Oh yeah, but I have his information.
Yes, ma'am. We try to gather both parents.
That's okay. I'm the one that matters or whatever. I'm the one that's gonna get a whole bunch of folks arrested. But yes, I do have his
Okay,
information.
what is the child's name?
Madison Grissett.
Madison?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm just going to confirm the spelling of Grissett one more time. That was Grisss and Sam, S as in Sam, ETT.
Yep.
Okay. And what is Madison's date of birth?
March the 18th, 2009.
Okay. And do any other children live in Lisa's home besides Madison?
No.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and tell me how Madison has been abused or neglected.
Okay, first of all, Madison is a missing minor out of Los Angeles, California, on November the 5th of 2022 or whatever. She left California without my permission. So we're going to skip past that or whatever. A county that is trying to cover up my niece's being molested at his house in county, and also a grading scandal in Henry County, has a bomb in my house, so my life is in danger. When the child ran away or whatever from California because she was coached by the grandma, that county, I have never lived in that county. My mother has never lived in that county or whatever, nor my child gave my mother supposed custody. Well, you let people do whatever they think they can because they think they railroaded me, but the FBI is involved. And I'm telling you the FBI is involved, so I want you to make sure you write this document out well because they already know who you are, okay? With that being said, the child has been out of my presence or whatever since November of 2022. She's illegally at Hawkinsville High School, but this is what I'm calling for or whatever, because I'm letting you know she's not supposed to be in the house she is. Defects is aware or whatever Defects is involved. Defects got a slew of folks going to prison, but they don't think so. But wait for it. Now, the child went to Taylor Regional Hospital yesterday, or she went to some type of doctor yesterday, or whatever. The grandma does not have Medicaid for the child, or whatever you want to know why. Because she can't apply for it, because she does not have custody of the child. For some time, they were applying and approving for Medicaid month to month under my name, or whatever. If I don't have custody of my child, why would I apply for Medicaid? So they have been doing it, or whatever, so the child can get medical care. Now, I guess they stopped it because I filed a complaint, or whatever, and I went to D.C. in reference to them filing for Medicaid or whatever. So the child couldn't get tested for COVID. The child couldn't get tested for anything or whatever other than the doctor looking at her and giving her some medicine. And the doctor gave her a slip for today to not go to school. Lo and behold, the grandma made her go to school. Don't even know if the child had COVID because the child couldn't get no COVID test because it would cost too much according to what they said or what they said to the child or whatever. So we're going to be clear. The grandma's supposed to have custody. The grandma should be able to apply for Medicaid. And the grandma can't apply for Medicaid because the grandma does not have custody. Defects got a slew of folks that go into federal prison and they ain't ever getting out. And believe that because the FBI is involved. Everybody think I'm being railroaded. I'm going to let them. So the child is at school sick now. She just let me know that she has a temperature lower than what it should be or whatever. It's lower than what it should be, so they making calls to call the grandma. So the child could be getting exposing other kids to COVID or something like that because they don't know what she got because they can't test her because
her body temperature is lower than it should be.
It's her body temperature. Her body temperature, according to what they saying, is lower than it should be, and they calling the grandma. They calling. She said they calling people.
Okay, give me one moment. So the school is reaching out to grandma to come pick up Madison.
Yep. She's sick. They don't know what she has because the grandma can't pay for or didn't. She got money now, but the grandma didn't pay for her to get COVID tested or anything like that. They gave her some medicine. She said when she sneezed or whatever, or blood and thick mucus stuff came out her nose.
This was today?
Yesterday. That happened yesterday, and she was still sick. And she one of her noses she can't breathe out of. One of her nostrils, I'm sorry, she can't breathe out of.
So the blood came out when she called?
When she blew her nose.
Blew her nose.
But it was blood, and she said it wasn't snot or whatever. She said it looked like something else or whatever. It was thicker or whatever. So the child could have pneumonia. She could, and ain't no telling. But the grandma can't get her tested because the grandma doesn't have insurance on the child because the grandma is not supposed to have the child. The child is illegally with a grandma, and DFACS is aware. DFACS got a slew of folk going to prison, baby. This is gonna be good. Believe that.
Okay.
They think I'm being railroaded or whatever, and I can't wait. They see that I ain't.
All right. So the current impact to Madison is she's ill, sick, and she can't receive medical treatment.
And she is and she's being neglected because she ain't got no food to eat, and she's a vegetarian. She does not eat meat.
Okay.
The grandma gets her Social Security supposedly, but I don't think she got it this month because I went to DC to file a complaint or whatever because she's not supposed to be her payee. Baby, this is gonna be a big mess after a while. If I were
So when you say there's
go ahead.
So when you said there's no food in the home, so there's food in the home, just not food that Madison eats. She's
She's
a vegetarian.
a vegetarian. The grandma supposedly get her check, so she should be able to buy her own food or whatever. And the grandma gets her check, so if you get her checks or whatever, why you ain't pay for her test to see if she got COVID or something? That part. Wait for it. Now, ma'am, I'm gonna be very clear with you. All my phone calls are being monitored by the FBI. So if I were you, I would do my job or whatever because I'm burning everybody legally that's involved or whatever. I'm setting everybody up.
How long has Madison been sick?
Madison been sick for a few days or whatever. It just got worse on yesterday.
Okay, give me 1 second. So what, grandmother's just giving her like over-the-counter meds?
She took her to the doctor yesterday. Her grandmother didn't give her any meds because Madison don't like talking to the grandma. Madison don't like letting the grandma know nothing because the grandma is very, very mean to her. So finally, when she got sick enough to where she needed to go to the doctor, that's the reason why she went to the doctor yesterday and couldn't get tested for whatever she has because the grandma wouldn't pay for it.
Okay, so she went to the doctor yesterday, but grandmother wouldn't pay for testing.
Correct.
Okay.
Because she ain't got no insurance. But you got custody of a child, but you can't apply for Medicaid. And when you apply for Medicaid, you apply for it in my name because I got custody of my child. They're going to have to explain that one day in federal court.
Okay. Did the doctors yesterday prescribe any medication?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They prescribed medication. It was the day before. Oh, so yesterday was Sunday. Saturday is when she went to the doctor. So when she left, Walgreens was closed, so she finally got her medicine on yesterday.
Okay. All right, so she picked up medications that the doctor prescribed.
Yes. So if she went to go pick up medicine that the doctor prescribed and the doctor gave her an excuse to stay out of school, why you didn't just let her stay out of school?
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Do your job, please, ma'am. If you got a family, do the right thing. I'm telling you, all my calls are monitored by the FBI and everybody involved going to prison.
All right, so grandmother has current access to Madison. Is Madison still at Hawkinsville High School waiting for grandma to pick her up?
She's at the school right now or whatever, and they saying they making phone calls for the grandma to come pick her up.
Okay. And then Madison shared this information with you over the phone?
Yeah, she's texting me as we speak or whatever. She let me know last night or whatever, this morning that she was made to go to school, and although she feel bad.
Okay. All right. So I have everything I need on my end. So the information that you just shared with me will be stamped with my supervisor, and then we will notify the local county DFACS office that grandmother resides in. They'll take over from here. They will reach out to you directly if they have any other questions or need any other additional information.
Okay, one more thing. When you're doing that, inquire about why the child, why she can't apply for Peach State or whatever, and see what her answer is, because she don't have custody of my child. And I let you know that she's illegally at that house. So you're supposed to actually inquire about everything. But I'm gonna let y'all do whatever y'all think y'all can. I greatly appreciate your time, ma'am.
You're welcome. You have a good day. Okay.